We're back on the Chef You and I, and Marty Schutes is my assistant chef today, and we are making now an apple tart. This is all wholesome, home-cooked French cooking, and now what we're going to do is we're using Granny Smith apples, and you have this trusty dusty, what is this called?
It's an apple peeler core slicer.
Did you love it? You know how long I've had this? Forever.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to show people how you do that first. You want to do that?
Okay, yeah. So what you did was well, now it's stuck on there. I don't want to pull it off.
But you
there's
put it on.
prongs on there.
Right.
So you pull this back.
Right, now hold that.
Yeah, you pull this back, and then just take the part of the apple right there and shove it in there, and then we're going to go ahead and release that.
Right.
And then I've got it on a thing so it doesn't move around here.
Okay, go right ahead.
And then just push it towards it. The blade there is going to slice off the peel, while the round part at the end is going to core it, and it's making it into these beautiful, beautiful slices. And you'll hear it click. There's the click. That means it's done. I push it out a little bit more.
Right.
Pull this out. Oh, sweet. Well, the kids love these in the afternoon.
Oh, I know they are.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and use those.
Now, we actually need enough for 2, so how many do you think we need?
Well, we probably need about 6 apples all total.
And how much do you have there?
I've got about 4 right now, so I'll need about 2 more. I'll do about two more.
2 more. While you're doing that, Marty, I have gone ahead and I've made the crust for our tarts and actually put them into the pie shells because that takes a little bit of time. And you can either get pre-done already frozen ones, or you can make it yourself, and we'll have the recipe on the website for that. So the next thing we're going to do is I actually took a fork and I made actually just like that, very easily made the crust look really pretty so that when you serve it, it'll be really beautiful. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut parchment and I am going to line it, and then I'm going to put beans on this on top of the parchment, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the oven and we're going to bake it on 400 degrees for 12 minutes. Am I correct? Okay, so what you want to do is you just want to line your pie shell.
When I saw that recipe and it said beans, and I'm thinking, what?
Right.
What in the world are we using beans for?
Well, do you know the reason why?
I have no idea.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you. What it is that it actually helps to keep the pie shell down, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. And the other thing is it doesn't, you know how pie shells tend to go up and they bubble up?
Right,
well, this makes it stay right there, and it does it brown, and it doesn't bake the beans, so don't worry about the beans. You have to use dry beans, so any kind of dry beans. And now what we're going to do is we've preheated a 400-degree oven, and now we're going to put the second pie, because we're making actually 2. Am I correct?
Yes.
We're making 2. So let's throw this away, right? But I use parchment paper all the time. I love it. It's so great.
Easy, yeah.
Right? So put the rest of those beans in there. Now we're going to put this in the oven.
Finish this last apple up here.
Okay, let's put this in the oven. I already have one in there already, Mark.
Oh, and you know what? When you don't put the peeler on it, look what happens. I guess this is just for eating for now then.
Oh, really?
Because I do like the peel of apples. So, gosh, there's a mistake for me, but I can eat it though.
So let me ask you a question. What are we going to do next? I'm going to make a cream sauce, am I? Okay, so what am I going to do?
All right, so let's go ahead and get this out of our way.
All right.
Oh, well, we're going to just move it aside. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move it aside. Let me move it.
All right.
All right. And
okay, so now on the filling, what we're going to do is get the apples in, and while the apples are baking in our pie crust, we're going to whisk together the cream, vanilla, and apple brandy that we have, or just plain old brandy, and some sugar and some cinnamon together.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take how many eggs?
You're going to take 2 eggs.
And these were at room temperature, actually 4 eggs because...
4 because we're going to do 2.
Because we're going to be doing 2 pie shells. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to put that right in there. And it's really important that you do room temperature on the eggs. The way it processes a different way, Marty.
Okay.
Okay. So what else? Now,
okay, so now then you're going to add the heavy cream, and it's going to be 2 cups of heavy cream, and that's for both of them.
That's for both of them.
Right,
2
I didn't
cups.
open that one up.
So we need 2 cups. That's 2 cups, right? of heavy cream. Oh my gosh, is this going to be gorgeous?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done with that. So
okay, 2 cups of heavy cream. We're going to put that on in there. And then we're going to go ahead and add the vanilla.
Ooh.
So on the vanilla, we are going to take, let's see what we've got here.
How much sugar?
On the sugar, we're going to take 8. So I actually have 6 in there. So we have, I would
6?
put half of, I would put that one in, and then half of that one. We're going to save a little bit.
One?
Yeah, we're going to
Okay,
save a little bit.
Save a little of that.
Save a little bit.
Is that enough?
Yeah,
maybe
that should be
more.
good.
That should be good.
All right.
Okay, and the vanilla?
Okay,
How
we're going to take 2 teaspoons of vanilla there.
Okay, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I have to wipe this off just a second. All right. We have to do that. Okay, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Oh, this smells so good already. Oh my gosh. I can't
that was
believe
a different kind of vanilla when I read the outside of that. It looked.
It's Madagascar.
Oh.
It's really a very, very famous product, and I love it. It's Neiman Massey, and it's just beautiful. Just beautiful.
Nice, nice.
Okay, now, so what are we doing now?
We're going to put a little bit of cinnamon in
How
there.
much cinnamon?
2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
And that's it. Okay. 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon.
Ground cinnamon.
1, 2.
Okay.
All right.
And we're going to mix all that up and whisk it all up real good.
Okay. That looks good to me. Ooh.
This is nice to be able to get this done ahead of time.
Do you know, I really love this kind of thing for fall. And you know, apples are so much fun. Especially, we should do some caramel apples for the kids. That would be fun. Did I tell you the Planters Peanuts people came to see me and we did a show with them?
Oh, really?
It's so cute. Well, then, right after that, the funny part was that not only Planters called me, but Kraft Foods called me about the Oscar Mayer hot dogs. How about that one? I had to turn that one down. Okay, now what happens after we do this?
Okay, once we've got that all done, we're going to hold off on that because we're going to get these apples in these pie shells here.
Okay, well, we're just going to wait for a minute for the pies. Marty, our pie crust is done enough that we can put our apples in it, and that's what we're going to do.
Right.
So let's take the apples and we're going to put them in there, right?
Yeah, just going to arrange them, slice them. And then once we get one layer in, we're going to dot this with butter.
Okay.
So I'll get the butter, and you use 3 tablespoons of butter, and I've softened this, so I'll just.
Or did you?
Just go ahead and put some slices of butter in here.
Okay, I'll move those around a little.
Yeah, we probably got plenty more to put in there.
Okay. And that looks just so beautiful. And I'll tell you what, this cool evening, fall eve, it's almost fall now. Just a few more weeks and we're going to be in fall. Do you believe this?
No.
Okay, so we just need a little bit more butter, and then we're going to make another layer.
Right, yeah, let's go ahead and do another layer there.
Okay, let me have that.
More butter
and
here. There we
go. And
yeah, we're going to just pile them in there. Nice.
Pile that in there. Okay.
Got plenty of apples. It's nice because they're nice and thin. They'll bake up very nice.
It'll be delicious, actually.
Yeah.
I love apples at this time of the year. And you know, there's so many places you can go and pick apples or get apples, and pumpkin time is here. You already see in the pumpkins, and Halloween, and the kids are getting ready for
football season.
Yeah, it's football season. So this would be something that you could serve for your kids, your teens. They'd love this, or they can make it for their friends.
All right,
okay.
A couple more dots of butter.
Okay.
A couple more dots. I think we're good to go. Oh, all right. Well, this is the messy part. That's why I get to do it. Oh,
yeah,
there we go.
Got to do
Dot
it.
it. Okay, we're all good
So anyhow,
to go there.
we're going to put this in the oven, and we'll be right back in just a second, and we'll get our second pie shell out.
Right.
Okay.
It's good to go.
Marty, one of the things that I forgot to do before was to add the brandy. So it's a tablespoon.
Yeah, for each of the recipes, it was 1 tablespoon
So
plus 1 teaspoon.
It's going to be 2 tablespoons. 1, 2, and then 2 teaspoons.
Right, that's correct.
Wow, that smells wild. You know, and this actually bakes away, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we'll mix that up real good.
And then just add that to that. Okay, now we're going to put this pie crust in, and we'll be right back.